Okay, so Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, Slokas 3, 4, 5, 6. So, as we have been discussing in these shlokas, right? The central theme of these shlokas is taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. That means remembering the lotus feet of the Lord all the time. Avismriti. That is what Kulshekar Alvar was praying for, right? Avismriti. Avismritistva charanara vinde. Smriti is remembrance. Vismriti is forgetfulness. Avismriti is non-forgetfulness. So, Kulshekar Alvar is praying for non-forgetfulness. So, when it comes to remembering Krishna Smarana, there are two principles, right? Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Smartavyam satatam Vishnur, vismartavyam najatuchit. So they did not just say in one instruction that always remember Krishna. But they also added, never forget Krishna. Because in the material world, we have a tendency to forget Krishna. The Maya, the material nature is so strong, it can attract us very easily. If we are not attentive, if we are not cautious enough, if we are not careful enough in our bhakti sadhana, we will be attracted to Maya very easily. Because the Maya is so powerful, so attractive, so alluring. So it is mentioned in Garuda Purana, when the jiva takes the journey to the spiritual world. Let's say somebody has perfected in their bhakti sadhana in this lifetime, and at the time of death, Krishna or Vishnu has sanctioned them the Paramapadam, the highest abode, Vaikuntha. So when the jiva is on the journey to the spiritual world, it is mentioned in Garuda Purana that the Lord will present so many attractions on the way. Even though this person has been given a boarding pass at the time of death, because that's when the final exam is conducted, right? Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita chapter 8, Anta kale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayaha. Krishna tells that whoever remembers me at the time of death, they will come back to me, to the spiritual world. They'll come back to my abode. And once the jiva goes to Krishna's abode in spiritual world, they will never fall into the material world again. So Garuda Purana says that once the jiva has passed this final examination at the time of death, if the jiva has remembered the Lord at the time of death, then the jiva is given a boarding pass to go to Vaikuntha, spiritual world. But on the way to Vaikuntha, there are further tests that will be conducted. There will be so many attractions that will be presented. So not only passing the examination at the time of death, but we should be careful enough not to get attracted to any other attractions on the way back to Godhead. Because there is always a tendency, the Maya is so powerful, very attractive, it's easy to get attracted. That's why Kulshekar Alvar is saying avismriti. Avismriti-stvat charanāravinde bhave mestu bhavat prasadat. Okay. So this is the shloka, right? In shloka number 3, Mukunda-Mūrdna pranipatya yache bhavantam ekantam yantamardham avismriti-stvat charanāravinde bhave mestu bhavat prasadat. O Lord Mukunda, I am offering my prostrated obeisances at your lotus feet and asking for this one benediction, one boon, only one, ekantam. Bhavantam ekantam iyantam artham. What is that one desire? Avismriti. Non-forgetfulness of your lotus feet. The smarana of your lotus feet. Let the smarana of your lotus feet be there in every lifetime after lifetime. Bhave mestu bhavat prasadat. By your mercy, let me always remember your lotus feet, O Mukunda. And last week we discussed what exactly smarana means, right? So what is smarana? What is smarana or what is smarana of the lotus feet of the Lord? What does it mean to remember the lotus feet of the Lord? What did we discuss? Does anyone remember?
Like in the lotus feet, everything is residing, Prabhuji. I just in the last night, what I remembered is like the earth itself is residing in the lotus feet. So, uh, and everything is there in the lotus feet, Prabhuji, and not.
Everything is there in the lotus feet, but what does it mean to us to remember the lotus feet of the Lord? Is it just some mental remembrance or something else?
Not mental. It's like all. All ananda is there in the lotus feet. It's like the different symbols, Prabhuji. The chakra, shankham,
Yeah.
and the flag. All is residing in the on the feet of the god.
Yeah. So yeah, again, what does it mean to us? What is the instruction for us to remember the lotus feet of the Lord?
It's like surrender and seeking shelter.
Okay.
That
So
that
again, what
bhava.
does it mean? What does it mean to take shelter of your lotus feet? And what does it
Surrendering.
mean to surrender?
False ego has to be keep aside, and we have to like the third line is there like Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra
Service to Krishna.
paranipatyache. We have to bow down with the
Service to Krishna. Service to Krishna. You have to serve.
That's Ankita, right? Yes. Service to Krishna. Very good. So remembering the lotus feet of the Lord means serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Serving the Lord with love and devotion. Performing some devotional service at the lotus feet of the Lord. That is what it means to remember the lotus feet of the Lord. Generally, remembering lotus feet of the Lord means people think of it as some mental functionality. Okay, in my mind, I just have to remember a picture of the lotus feet of the Lord, or I just have to remember the lotus feet that I have seen in the temple, the feet of the deity. Maybe that is what I have to remember. But no, That is also one part, but the internal meaning of remembering the lotus feet of the Lord is to remember to perform devotional service to the Lord. Because love means some action. When you love somebody, you have to perform some action to please them. If you simply say, I love you, it doesn't mean anything, right? It cannot fill the stomach of the other person. It cannot, it cannot give any happiness to that person. Maybe first time, the very, very first time, yes. When a boy or girl hears I love you from the other person, yes, that is the most precious sentence ever heard, right? But after that, if that boy or girl keeps saying the same thing, I love you all the time, and not doing anything, no rose flower, no gift, no food, no movie, no park, nothing, no shopping, no long rides. So without all this, there is no love, right? So love means action. Love is a verb, it's not a noun. So remembering lotus feet of the Lord means performing some service. So in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, we discuss several aspects of bhakti. Bhakti has 9 limbs. Nava Vidha Bhakti starts with Shravanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Okay. So who has given this? Prahlada. Prahlada has given this list. Prahlada, when he spoke to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, have you all seen this movie? Mahavatar Narsimha movie?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
No, Prabhuji, only trailer I've seen today.
You have seen only trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday, 200 devotees from the temple, we all of us, we went to this movie together. The whole theater was filled with all of us. Yeah. So Harilas Maharaj also came. Yeah, it was nice. So, I mean, in that movie, the one crucial thing that they missed is this Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Sloka spoken by Prahlad.
Actually, after seeing the trailer, I felt it is a little cruel. My child may not be able to take it, so I did not go there. The scenes are very, the characters and all are very scary and also.
No, in the trailer it looks like that, but the movie, when you go to see the movie with others, just don't go by yourself or your family. Just go with a few other families. So your son will have some company. They'll enjoy actually. They like it.
And in the womb also, Narada will tell the story that also is missing now, Prabhuji. I felt like that when in the ashram,
No,
Prahlad was in the womb.
They showed that.
In the womb, when Narada was always saying Arikata.
Yeah, they showed that.
Really?
Yeah, because they kidnap, right? All the devatas, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Brahma, they all kidnap Kayadu, right? They take her to heavenly planets. Because after the sun is born, they want to kill the sun. Because they think that Prahlada is being born in a demoniac family, so he will be definitely a demon. So they wanted to kill the son after the delivery. That's why they kidnap the mother and take her to this heavenly planet, Svargaloka. and they showed in the movie also, they showed for a few seconds it runs through very quickly. So unless you pay attention, you may not notice this. But they showed Kayadu.
Kidnap I have shown Prabhuji, but when he bring back to the Narad Muni will bring back in the ashram, he will say, narrate the story of Hari. That is shown Prabhuji.
Narada Muni, yeah, okay, I understand the point. Narada Muni taking her to his ashram, that's not shown. But Narada Muni going to heavenly planets and singing Harinam, singing the glories of the Lord, that is shown.
It is shown, that I have seen.
That was shown.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it just was nice. The music and the Om Namo Bhagavate.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah. So the Shravanam Kirtanam Sloka spoken by Prahlad, that was not shown in the movie, but it's there in Bhagavatam. So there are different personalities who have perfected each of these limbs of bhakti. Okay, like there is one devotee.
Yeah, we discussed. Yeah, we have discussed that, I think.
Did we discuss that?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Let me show this shloka. And did we discuss this shloka? I don't think we discussed this shloka.
Shloka, no, Prabhuji, but that you are saying, na, everybody, one person has, I mean, they have reached the stage, highest stage in each of that limb.
Yeah, they achieve perfection in Shravanam.
Yeah, that names you have told.
Perfection in Kirtanam, like that, right? Yeah. Okay. So this shloka from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, written by Rupa Goswami, it talks about all the different personalities, the great personalities, Mahajans, who have perfected in Nava Vidha Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Because in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, we are going to see all these many of these Nava Vidha Bhaktis. If not everything, but many of these Nava Vidha Bhaktis will be discussing. For example, so far we have discussed Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam. These four we have discussed so far. It starts with Shri Vallabheti Varadeti, Jayatu Jayatu Devo. So that is both Shravanam and Kirtanam. And then in Shlokas 3, 4, 5, 6, it is Smaranam, remembering the lotus feet of the Lord, and also Padasevanam, doing some service at the lotus feet of the Lord. So why I'm saying when that remembering the lotus feet of the Lord means serving the lotus feet of the Lord. See, if you go to any temple, right? Any South Indian temple or ISKCON temple, any temple, it is a standard practice that the pujari, when they are performing any puja, Ashtottara puja or Archana, Arati, any puja that they perform, you will see them offering flowers at the lotus feet. They'll hold a basket full of flowers. They'll take one flower at a time and say, Keshavaya Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha, Madhusudanaya Namaha, Trivikramaya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha. So like that, they take one flower at a time and then offer at the lotus feet. So that is serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, this shloka from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu talks about all the Nava Vidha Bhaktis and who have perfected in each of those bhakti, those angas. Sri Vishnu Shravane Parikshida Bhavat Vaiyasaki Kirtane Prahlada Smarane Tadangri Bhajane Lakshmi Prutu Pujane अक्रूरस्त्वभिवन्दने कपिपतेर् धास्येत सख्येऽर्जुना सर्वस्वात्मनिवेदने बलिरभूत् कृष्णाप्तिरेषां परम्. Okay, so somebody can read the translation and then we will recite the shloka. Okay, who want to read the translation? Neela?
Yes, Prabhuji. Maharaj Parikshit attained the highest perfection, shelter at Lord Krishna's lotus feet, simply by hearing about Lord Vishnu. Sukadev Goswami attained perfection simply by reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. Prahlad Maharaj attained perfection by remembering the Lord. The goddess of fortune attained perfection by massaging the transcendental legs of Mahavishnu. Maharaj Prithu attained perfection by worshipping the deity, and Akrura attained perfection by offering prayers unto the Lord. Vajarangaji Hanuman attained perfection by rendering service to Lord Ramachandra, and Arjuna attained perfection simply by being Krishna's friend. Bali Maharaj attained perfection by dedicating everything to the lotus feet of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that should be Bajrang, right? Bajrang Hanuman. Yeah, I think that's a spelling mistake there. Vajrangji. Okay. Okay, so this shloka is in the meter of Shardula Vikridita. Same as that shloka that we discussed in the past, there is a Subhashitam, right? Keyurani na bhushayanti bhushanam harana chandrojvala. So if you all remember that shloka.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Shamala, I remember you mentioned your daughter also was singing with you,
Yes,
right?
yes, Prabhuji. That is the daily sloka when we do puja, Prabhuji.
Oh, okay. Even now also you're reciting that daily.
Yes, Prabhuji, because that is a so much meaning and that is very deep meaning in that sloka, and I want everybody to get that quality
Yeah.
of yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Very,
Prabhuji.
yeah. So have you memorized that shloka?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. So now we're going to.
Okay. So why don't you sing that first and then we will sing this.
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Just a second, Prabhuji. I just.
Yeah. Yeah, you can look at the text and recite also.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah, you can see the verse and recite.
And in the meantime, Prabhuji, is there any acronym to learn this 9 limbs? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Padsevam, Archanam, all that. Asyam, Sakhyam.
I haven't made an acronym, but if you say the list of these 9 things a few times, at least 9 times, you say the list 9 times, you will remember.
Yeah, actually, if I read it, I can remember it. Prabhuji.
Yeah, it starts with Shravanam. You remember that, and everything will come out.
Kirtanam, Archanam, Dasam, Sakham, all 5 I remember. Other than that, I forget.
Yeah. So if you say it a few times, you'll remember.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. You can recite.
Yeah. Keyurani na bhushayanti purusham harana chandrojvala na snanam na vilepanam na kusumam nalankrita mudhajam vanyeka samalankaroti purusham या संस्कृता धार्यते Śrīyante karubhūṣanāni satatam Vagbhushanam Bhushanam.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
very nice. So,
Prabhuji, can you tell the meaning? I missed that. I think I don't know the meaning of what Shyamala Mataji said.
the Keyurani Sloka. Yeah, Keyurani Sloka, it used to come in radio in my childhood. Okay, almost every day, I think. Every day or maybe every Sunday. Because Sunday there were some special programs in the radio, right? There used to be some drama. Somebody would narrate the drama. Okay, for 1 hour, they would narrate some drama play. There'll be 2-3 characters only. One man, one woman, and then maybe another character, 2-3 characters. They speak the dialogues, and we used to enjoy that so much. So in the radio, this used to come I think almost every day. So Keyurani, so let me show that sloka so that everybody can relish it. It has a beautiful meaning. Okay, so here it is. So for the people who want to follow Hindi, there is a Hindi version, Sanskrit Hindi version, and then there is English also. Keyurani na bhushayanti purusham harana chandrojvala na snanam na vilepanam na kusumam nalankrita murdaja vanyeka samalam karoti purusham या संस्कृता धार्यते क्षीयन्ते खलु भूषणानि सततं वाग्भूषणं भूषणम्. Okay, this is from Niti Shatakam. Okay, so it says, translation: bracelets do not decorate a person, nor do necklaces glittering like the moon, nor bath, nor smearing the body with fragrance, nor flowers, nor decorated hair. Refined and cultured speech alone dignifies a person. Indeed, all ornaments decay, but ornament of speech is always the real ornament. So
Very good meaning.
Yeah, this is a beautiful message. So this is the essence of the shloka. Austerity of speech. How to speak politely, how to speak pleasing words, how to speak the truth.
Prabhuji, ఒకటి నాకు based on the speech, I remembered one thing which I heard. I want to share with everyone and with you.
Yeah.
Like like Yashoda Mata, when Krishna has to put ornaments. It's like that one, what we will say, pattil in Hindi, pattil, what we say in English, I don't know. Anklets.
Yeah.
So the Krishna, whenever it's moved towards the front, the anklets used to make the sound, and the Krishna used to love that sound. In the same way, whenever we chant the names of the Lord, he will feel like Lord will feel like that sound of anklets. As like that, when you said the speech word, I remembered about that. So whenever we have to say the Krishna like the anklet sound, so he will hear and enjoy that sound, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Like that I heard, and I want to share just. So I liked so much about it.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, Ankita, you had a question?
I also want to add something, Prabhuji. from my childhood, like my grandmother always used to tell me the Kabir ke dohe, where it is like, ऐसी वाणी बोलिए मन का आपा खोए, औरों को शीतल करे, आपहु शीतल होए कबीरा, आपहु शीतल होए. So which means always speak as sweet and beautiful as not only refresh others' mind but your own self. That should be your speech.
Yeah. So yeah, beautiful.
This is Kabir ke dohe.
Okay. So written by Kabir Das.
Yes, Saint Kabir.
Kabir Das. Yeah. So yeah, Krishna explains austerity of speech in chapter 18. How to. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So this austerity of speech is explained in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 18. That means one must always speak the truth, one must always speak pleasing words, even if we have to convey something very unpleasant, but you have to we have to speak in a pleasing manner. Okay, like let's say there is some mishap, that happened, and there is a tragedy, some mishap, some bad news that we have to convey. Even that we have to convey in a pleasing manner. Pleasing manner in the sense, first of all, we should not be agitated and we should not agitate the other person. We should maintain the cool, we should be calm, and then convey the message. But the best austerity of speech is always to speak Krishna Katha, always to sing the names of the Lord, always to speak about the Lord. That is the best form of speech. That is the austerity of speech. When we render devotional service to the Lord, it has to be through body, mind, and action. Manasa, vachasa, karmana. Karmana is by action. Manasa is through mind. And then karmana, manasa, vachasa. Vachasa is through tongue. So through tongue, we always have to speak Krishna Katha. We always have to chant the names of the Lord. That's what Kulshekar Alvar said in the first shloka, right? Alapinam pratidinam kurumam mukunda. Or alapinam pratipadam kurumam mukunda. O Mukunda, make me the reciter of your names all the time. In every situation, whether I'm happy or sad, make me chant your names. Whether I'm in the earthly planet, heavenly planet, or lower planetary system, always make me chant your names. So, okay, so that is the.
I too want to add one thing here. When I was in school, my teacher taught me one slokam. It's like Satyam bruyat, Priyam bruyat, na bruyat Satyam apriyam, Priyam cha nanrutam bruyat, yeshame dharmasya sanatanaha. That means we have to talk truth, we have to talk pleasingly. We should not talk the truth in an unpleasing manner. And similarly, we should not talk just because it is pleasing, we should not talk untruth. So this is our Sanatana Dharma, like that goes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, that's also another beautiful one. So even Harilas Maharaj also says this, Satyam bhuyat, Priyam bhuyat. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, just because some untruthfulness or untruthful thing is giving us some pleasure, some entertainment, because we all like to gossip about others, right? And there may not be truth in that. There may not be any value in that. But still we find some entertainment in gossiping about others. So that should be avoided. Okay. So coming back to this shloka about the Nava Vidha Bhakti. So now I'll recite this shloka. See, even though the shloka that we just recited, Keyurani na bhushayanti, that is in Shardula Vikridita meter, and there are so many shlokas in Shardula Vikridita meter. In Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra itself, there are so many shlokas in Shardula Vikridita meter. Srimad Bhagavatam, the very first shloka, first and second shloka, Janmadhyasya yatonvayadi taratas, they are also in Shardula Vikridita meter. And the shloka that we are going to recite now about Nava Vidha Bhakti, that's also in Shardula Vikridita meter. But somehow this Keyurani na bhushayanti, it has a beautiful melody. Even the same meter, Shardula Vikridita meter, but it has the beautiful melody. So maybe that was the very first shloka I heard since my childhood. Maybe that stuck in my mind. But yeah, it has beautiful melody. This shloka from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu about Nava Vidha Bhakti. I will recite one line, you repeat after me. Sri Vishnu Shravane Parikshida Bhavat Vaiyasaki Kirtane
Shri Vishnu
Prahlada Smarane Tadangri Bhajane Lakshmi Prutu Pujane. Akrurastvabhivandane kapipater dhasyeta sakyarjuna.
Abhivandane kapipate Arjuna.
Sarvasvatmani vedane balirabhut Krishnaptir esham param.
Sarvasmani vedane balirabhut
Okay. So Sri Vishnu Shravane Parikshit Abhavad. So Shravana, the first limb in that list is Shravanam, means hearing Krishna Katha. Maharaj Parikshit attained the highest perfection, shelter at Lord Krishna's lotus feet. How did Maharaj Parikshit attain perfection? Simply by hearing about Lord Vishnu and Krishna. Maharaj Parikshit, he had only 7 days. He had been given a curse that after 7 days, a snake will bite him and then he will die. So in those 7 days, he spent every second in hearing Krishna Katha. He did not eat, he did not drink water, he did not sleep. 7 days completely immersed, absorbed in Krishna Katha. Okay. Sri Vishnu Shravane Parikshida Bhavad. That's about the first limb, Shravanam. And Maharaj Parikshit is the devotee who attained perfection in Shravanam. And next one is Kirtanam. Vaiyasaki Kirtane. Vaiyasaki. Vaiyasaki is the name of Shukadeva Goswami, who recited Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami attained perfection simply by reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. So who did he speak to? He spoke Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So at the same time, both Maharaj Parikshit attained perfection in Shravanam and Sukadeva Goswami attained perfection in Kirtanam. So these both happened at the same time. Because Parikshit Maharaj was so eager to hear Krishna Katha. Sukadeva Goswami also, he also did not sleep, he did not eat, he did not drink for 7 days. So together, both Sukadeva Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit, they attained perfection in Shravanam and Kirtanam. Prahlada smarane tadangri bhajane. Prahlada smarana. Prahlada attained perfection in smarana. Now all of you, who watched the Mahavatar Narsimha movie, it is fresh in your memory now. So we can see how Prahlad remembered Vishnu all the time. Hiranyakashipu and other demons, they were trying to kill him in several different ways. They were trying to put him in fire, they were trying to kill him with snakes, they were trying to throw away from the cliff of a mountain. They threw him in the ocean. They brought elephants. So many things they tried. But every time he was just closing his eyes and remembering the Lord and chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
The Holika one, Prabhuji, even though he was requesting to Holika one, that's too good.
Yeah.
That's a very much like unless and until we observe in the God, that kind of feeling will come. Otherwise, the moment somebody is doing something, we will be aggressive. At that time also, don't keep said. That is very good, Prabhuji.
Yeah, because Prahlada was very confident. He had strong faith that Vishnu will protect him. So that's why he warned. He gave a warning to Hiranyakashipu and Holika that no, don't take me into the fire. So it's going to hurt you only. So Prahlada Smarana. Prahlada Smarana Tadangri Bhajana. Angri means feet. Bhajana means the service. Okay? Bhajana means service. Generally, bhajana means people think of it as singing some bhajan, right? No. Bhajana means devotional service. The act of performing devotional service is bhajana. Then, Lakshmi Prithu Pujane. Lakshmi, Angri Bhajana Lakshmi. Angri Bhajana Lakshmi. Angri is feet, Bhajana is seva, and Lakshmi.
But Prabhuji, in Rukmini prayers, Yasyangri Pankajaraja, the last Yasyangri Pankajaraja.
Angri. Yeah. Yasyangri Pankaja Raja Swapanam Mahantyo Vanchantyuma Patirivatma Pato Mahati. So Angri. Angri means feet. So Bhajana, service. So who did service to the feet? Lakshmi Devi. We always see, whenever we see the picture of Vishnu and Lakshmi, Lakshmi is sitting at the feet of the Lord and she's always massaging the lotus feet of the Lord Vishnu. So Lakshmi Devi attained perfection in massaging the lotus feet of the Lord. That is Padasevanam.
Padasevanam.
Okay. So Padasevanam means not just massaging the feet of the Lord. Padasevanam means any service, performing any service, making a garland and offering to the Lord, cooking some nice food and offering to the Lord as bhoga, cleaning the temple, that is also bhajana, that's also padasevana. Okay. Prithu Pujane. Prithu Maharaj attained perfection by worshipping the deity. Prithu Maharaj, there is a story of Prithu Maharaj in Bhagavatam that tells how opulently he worshipped Lord Vishnu. He worships Lord Vishnu with a grand festival, very opulent. So many expensive jewelries, items. He invites so many people. So it's an opulent worship of the Lord. So Prithu Maharaj, Prithu Pujane. So this is what Archanam. This limb is Archanam. So far we have,
one quick question. Like Archana means like in that the devotees will be wants that the God should be look beautiful.
yeah, because part of Archanam is decorating the Lord, decorating the deity of the Lord, dressing the Lord, decorating the Lord with different ornaments, decorating the Lord with garlands. Yeah, we want to make the Lord beautiful, and also we want to do some arati. We want to do puja, Ashtottara puja or Archanam, and then do some arati. This is all part of Archanam. The actual process of worshipping the deity form of the Lord.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, whatever you see the pujari is doing in the temple, that's all Archanam. Okay, and then
Prabhuji, the Archavatar they say, Prabhuji, is it related to Archanam?
what is that?
Archavatar they say, right? In temple.
Archa Vigraha.
Right, that whatever
The
we
Lord
do to Archa
appears.
Vigraha.
Yes, the Lord appears in Archa Vigraha form to accept worship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Prabhuji, Padasemanlo, in that Padasenam, the bhava of the devotee will be like a making like a, you have said like service, right, Prabhuji? Any service like bhoga also can be,
Yes.
or making garland for the, in that what kind of bhava will be there, like Prabhuji? What is the, how it
Dasya
is
Bhava.
different?
Dasya Bhava. Service, servant.
Servant, okay. And Archana, how it is different from this, Prabhuji? Both.
See, all these limbs,
Mm-hmm.
we render all these services as a servant. See, if I am doing kirtanam, what is my mood? I am a servant.
Mm.
If I am doing archanam, my mood is servant. Service mode.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Service with love and devotion.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
And then there is a separate limb called dasyam, which is service. But all the other limbs also we have to perform as a servant. If Lakshmi Devi is massaging the feet of the Lord, she is the servant. The Lord is the master, Vishnu is the master, and Lakshmi is his servant. But there is an exclusive limb called dasyam, which specifically talks about the servitorship, dasya bhava, seva bhava, like a servant. Okay, so Maharaj Prithu attained perfection by worshipping the deity, and Akrura attained perfection by offering prayers unto the Lord. Akrurastvabhivandane. Abhivandana. Abhivandana means prayers. Vandana. Vandana is bowing down in front of the Lord and offering prayers. Srimad Bhagavatam in 10th canto, Akrura's prayers are given. When Kamsa sends Akrura to Vrindavan to bring Krishna and Balaram, Akrura goes to Vrindavan, takes Krishna and Balaram on the chariot, and then for the first time when Akrura sees Krishna and Balaram, there is a list of prayers offered by Akrura. In about 40-50 shlokas in 2 chapters, Akrura offers prayers describing the beauty of the Lord. It's very beautiful. It's an elaborative description of the Lord. Akrura describes, every minute detail, like, Yajñopavitam, right? The sacred thread, the Brahmanical thread that men wear. He describes that also, saying that, the Lord was wearing Yajñopavitam, Vadyanam, all those things. Very beautiful description of the Lord. Akrurastvabi vandane. Okay, so this is Vandana. This is the limb of Vandana. In the 9 limbs, this is Vandana. So far,
there could be more of people, right? Like even Bhishma and Prithvi. Prithvi herself has prayed to God. That's why God took avatara on the earth.
Yeah.
So there could be more, right?
Yeah. See, all these services like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, all these services are performed by all the devotees. Not only these 9 devotees, but they are performed by every devotee of the Lord. But the way these devotees have practiced these limbs, it is unparalleled. Like the way Maharaj Parikshit listened to Srimad Bhagavatam. Nobody else did that. There are many devotees.
My question was, is it not possible, like for somebody else would have also reached perfection, right? Like for this one, especially for Abhivandana, because you told her, because even Rukmani herself has done so many prayers and then she got Krishna. And Bhishma has done so many prayers and then he got liberated. And like Prithvi Mata, she herself called Krishna to, will Vishnu please come to earth and save me now? And then he took avatara. So there are so many evidence. So there could be more perfectionist in this area, I'm thinking. That's what I'm just asking. Or is this the fix that only one person has done and does?
Yeah, I mean, Rukmini Devi, not because of prayers, she attained perfection. It's not just because of prayers, right? That Krishna came and it is her qualities, it is her love for Krishna. Because of all this, Krishna was also impressed, he was also pleased. Rukmini's prayers is just a message to the Lord. Rukmini prayers are just a message to the Lord. But the way Akrura offered prayers, like 2 chapters, about 40-50 shlokas describing the beauty of the Lord, you will not find anywhere else. Everywhere else in Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, wherever it is, wherever there is a description of the beauty of the Lord, you will find 1 or 2 shlokas, few shlokas. But here Akrura describes the beauty of the Lord in many shlokas. So for example, let's say somebody is good at making gulab jamun. In a group of, in a community, in a community of friend circle or somebody, or for example, let's say in our temple congregation, let's say there is somebody who makes gulab jamun the best way. It doesn't mean there is nobody else who can make gulab jamun? Almost everybody knows. All the ladies, they know how to make gulab jamuns, and they all make good gulab jamuns. But still, there is this one person, there is this one lady who makes gulab jamuns the best. So like that. So far we have covered Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, and Vandanam. 6 limbs we have covered. Okay. Now, Kapipatir Dasye. Kapipati. Who is Kapipati? Kapi means monkey. Kapipati means the king of monkeys is Hanuman. And he has perfected in Dasyam. So this is the 7th limb of Bhakti. Dasyam. He was always ready to serve the Lord Ramachandra. And why Hanuman is glorified as a devotee who have achieved perfection in Dasyam is, in all other scenarios, in all other stories of other devotees, most of the times there is some relation with the Lord. There is some relation with the Lord. For example, Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi is perfected in what? Padasevanam. And if you speak about Ramayana itself, right? Ramayana, Bharata, Shatragna, Lakshmana, they all served Ramchandra. Sitamma served Ramchandra. There are many people who served Ramchandra. But all of them, they had some relation with Lord Ramachandra. But here is Hanuman, who does not have any relation. He never expected any relation, but he was just ready to serve the Lord. He was ready to take any risk, do any adventure, even put his life at risk. He was always ready to serve the Lord. Dasyam. And then Sakye Arjuna. Arjuna perfected in Sakyam, friendship. This we all know. From Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, we all know how Krishna, Arjuna are both friends. Next. So that is the 8th one. Sakyam is 8th one. The last one is Atma Nivedanam. Sarvasvatma-nivedane balirabhut Krishnaptiresham param. Bali Maharaj, he offered everything. Sarvasvatma-nivedana. He offered everything. He offered all of his wealth, including himself, including his own body. When Vaman Dev asks, where should I keep my, second leg? Then Bali Maharaj, he stands on his knees and then asks the Lord to put his feet, to put his one foot on his head. That means he's offering himself to the Lord. His body, mind and soul, everything is offered to the Lord. Sarvasvatma Nivedana. Sarvasvatma Nivedane balirabhut Krishnaptiresham param. Okay, so like this, different devotees perfected in this Nava Vidha Bhakti. We are going to see many of these different limbs in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. that's why I thought it's important to know this shloka. It's important to know the names of these devotees who have perfected in these.
And Prabhuji, there is no reference for Mata, like Mamata, which we talk, right? Mamata and Gopi's love. It is also Bhakti only, na Prabhuji? And Devki Mata or...
Mamata is Ananya Mamata. That's the definition of Bhakti. And Bhakti has these 9 different processes. So in every process when I'm doing, for example, Hanuman, when Hanuman was acting as a servant, when he was in Dasya Bhava, how did he perform his service to Ramachandra? With Ananya Mamata. He performed that service with
That I
Ananya
understood.
Mamata.
My question is why there is no reference to Devki or Yashoda Ma or the gopis. They did not have any perfection. That's what I'm just confused, because I had always thought their love was the perfect love.
No, their love is in Vatsalya, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
in Vatsalya. But Vatsalya is not in the list of 9 processes.
Okay.
Vatsalya,
That is also
Madhurya.
that is also a bhakti only, Prabhuji, but it is not in the process of 9 limb. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's not there. Because the gopis, Yashodamma is also a gopi. Okay? Yashodamma is also a gopi. The gopis' love is beyond all these things. It's beyond the love of Parikshit Maharaj. It's beyond the love of Sukadev Goswami. Beyond the love of Hanuman.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. I got the
Beyond the
answer.
love
That's what
of
I was
Lakshmi Devi also.
Yeah, I got the answer, Prabhuji. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
what my question was, because I was not able to understand why they're not referred here.
I want to share something about, like as Mataji brought up Ananya Mamata Prema. Initially I was wondering, like I could not relate, Prabhuji, but this Ananda Mela, I saw one picture, Krishna dancing on Kalia. So it was very beautifully drawn, Prabhuji. So after the night I was doing japa and I was thinking, like how would Yashoda would have felt. So on seeing him in, then as you told, like I imagine, what if my child is doing that, my son?
Yes,
Then
Mataji. Very difficult.
automatically, Mataji, I started crying. I'm not some person who does that usually, so I could not take that. Like usually, I always see like Lord in the form of like Aishwarya Bhava. That is different. Like even Prabhuji, in your picture, right, you sent Vibha's like singing, right? So that is, he's smiling in that. But the picture I saw there, they've drawn carefully, Prabhuji, like he's holding very cautiously, he's seeing like one hand he's holding one head, two legs on 2 heads. The other, he's going to jump. So it is very like cautiously. So if a mother sees that, how it will be like. So
it's a torture to the mother,
unknowingly,
actually. Yeah.
yeah,
That's why she felt
unknowingly,
unconscious.
yeah, for 4-5 minutes I started trying. I've never experienced that. So then I can relate that they don't see in Aishwarya Bhava, like they have love, like that's why even that Govardhana, when he was carrying alone, they were like the Gopas were trying to help those things. They don't see in Aishwarya Bhava. So I just wanted to bring it up.
So in Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful description of how different Rajavasis, how they responded to this incident of Kaliya, entangling Krishna. So when Kaliya was in Yamuna river and Krishna was there, Kaliya, coiled around Krishna's body, and they could not see, Rajavasis, they could not see Krishna. So he was under the water, Krishna was under the water, Kaliya just entangled, coiled around Krishna's body, and they could not see. So what we see in that picture, Krishna, when he started dancing, right, he was holding one hood and dancing on other hoods like that. So that is when the best part starts, when the dancing starts. But before that, the more emotional, the deeper emotional incident was when Kaliya coiled Krishna's body around, because they could not see Krishna. They thought Krishna is gone. He lost his life. That's why we cannot see him. But Krishna was under the water, and he was waiting for the right opportunity to begin his dance. So when all the Brajavasis, when they heard this news that Krishna was coiled around by Kaliya, and then and I think it looks like Krishna has lost his life, then all the Brajavasis rushed immediately to Yamuna. They could not see Krishna. And then in Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful elaborative description of how Yashodamma felt, how other Brajavasis felt. And then there was this Balarama who was laughing. Everybody was crying and very emotional, deeply emotional. But there is this Balarama who was smiling, laughing. And there is a reason why he did that. But yeah, that shows Ananya Mamata. So in all these 9 limbs also, whoever is performing this service, they all performed with Ananya Mamata. Hanuman, when Hanuman performed his service, he performed in such a way that there is nobody for Ramachandra to find the address of Sita Devi. Only I can do that. Only I have to do that. Not only I can do that, only I have to do that. If I think that only I can do that, that's pride. That's not how Hanuman thought. Hanuman thought, only I have to do it. There's nobody else for Ramachandra. And Ramachandra also thought the same way, that only Hanuman can do that. Only Hanuman have to do this. Only Hanuman have to jump over the ocean, go to Lanka and find Sita. There's nobody else for me. So both the Lord and the devotee both think with Ananya Mamata. Exclusive ownership, exclusive possessiveness with love. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. I think we'll pause here. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarva Bhaumaya Mangalam. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai. Kulashekar Alvar ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.